Trim related. Trim related.
Trim equals to updraft minus forward draft.
Yes, we will use that definitely. A minus F. Very good. We will use that. What else?
Then
TA equal to
correction to TA.
Yeah, somebody else was giving this. TA is equal to
trim into
Trim
LCF by LBP.
Divide by LBP.
trim into LCF LB.
yes, yes. We will be using this one also. Fair enough.
So for hydrostatic draft, A minus TA.
A, we got TA, we got H, we got trim. What about the forward part? Any news about the forward part?
TF is equal to
Yeah, TF is equal
Trim
to
minus TA.
trim, right? The first
TA.
relation is equal to TA plus TF. है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
The first relation. Yeah. Like that. Now the second relation is this one. So if TA is equal to trim into LCF by LBP, this relation, ideally the best way to remember is in this way, that trim by LCF trim by LBP, that is T by LBP, is equal to TA by LCF. So TA left hand side, LCF. Similarly, can we have anything for TF? Dekho, same page, you should have that formula written there.
Sir, LBP minus LCF.
Absolutely. Relation. So the first relation is this one. We will need most used relation will be that one. Second relation is this one, out of which mainly we will be using this one. The third one depends on some specific question, but can be. Okay, next we come to H is equal to A minus TA. What about F? Any relation with F and TF?
Yes, sir.
F
A
plus
minus
TF.
TA, it's
F plus TF. So these are the three relations that we know as of now. These are the three relations that we know as of now. ठीक है ना? Now, let us build up on this one and try to figure out ways and means how what will be given 4.5 draft. And this method, the method that I'm doing now, is applicable to hydrostatic tables, yani ki MV Hinchef method, right? You will not be able to use this method for the others. Obviously, thoda aage jaake you will see why we are talking like this. Given 4.5 draft, yeah, loading or discharging or shifting, loading, cargo, at a location. This is also given. Maybe so and so hold, maybe so and so double bottom, whatever. This will be given, right? Now, based on that, you need to find final draft. So if this is the kind of question, then how are we supposed to proceed? If this is the kind of question, how are we supposed to proceed? Static draft is only applicable for MV InShape. So for MV InShape, obviously the step one is to find this one, na? For the given, find
Initial hydrostatic.
yeah, static draft. Find the initial hydrostatic draft. Okay. है कि नहीं? This
Yes,
step
sir.
we all know. Okay, next is we will be using a new formula, right? What is that formula? That formula is now total trim formula is ये क्या कहता है कि trim is equal to LCB minus and divided by MCTC into 100. LCB minus LCG multiplied by displacement and divided by MCTC into 100. This is called the total trim formula. तो step 2 में for the hydrostatic draft or for initial hydrostatic draft, we need to find these parameters, displacement and MCTC. For initial hydrostatic draft, find displacement, LCB, MCTC. Now, once I find displacement, LCB, initial drafts are given to me.
Yes, sir.
So trim I know. So from there, can I calculate the initial LCG?
Yes, sir.
Right? Therefore, calculate initial Any doubts on this? Any questions you want to ask?
सर एक बार थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन कर दोगे सर फिर से?
Yeah. The first step, is there any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How do we find the initial hydrostatic draft?
By the T correction of draft.
Yeah. So we need mean draft and LCF. ये दोनों we need, है ना?
Yes, sir.
Mean draft, LCF and trim. These are the things we need. So draft, we will calculate the TA and then we will do A minus TA is equal to hydrostatic.
H1.
So that is how we are going to calculate the initial hydrostatic draft. Now for this initial hydrostatic draft, we will find these parameters MCTC. These are the parameters we are going to find. Now, in the question, LCG is not given to me. But by using the total trim formula, I can calculate the initial LCG.
Yes, sir.
So trim LC displacement I have found, MCTC I have found. Can I calculate LCG? कैसे? LCB minus LCG will be equal to trim into MCTC. Denominator उधर चला जाएगा ना, numerator में. Whole thing divided by displacement in the denominator में चला जाएगा. Can I use this? है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
So from this one, how do I find LCG? LCG or will be equal to ये जो this one will go in a bracket to the left hand side, LCG comes to the right hand side, तो LCG plus हो गया और उधर जाएगा LCB minus this whole thing, trim in divided by displacement. But we are not going to remember this formula. ये formula में remember नहीं करना है. Remembering के लिए we will use only this formula. This is the formula that we are going to remember. Is that clear, everyone? That we are going to remember. Okay? और इस formula को we will call it as formula number 7. I will tell you later on why. But for the moment, just bracket में एक लिख के note लिख के रख दो in bracket on the side. Exam paper में लिखना है. Exam में लिखना है. Total trim formula is this. Now total trim formula is this, but bracket में for your recollection, just write down formula number 7. Why we are calling it formula? So step 1, step 2. Any doubts, any questions?
Yes, sir. No.
क्या? Yes, sir. Doubts or questions? बोलो.
No, sir. Clear all.
Can I change the board?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
1 minute.
Okay.
सर ये वो मीन ड्राफ्ट प्लस एलसीआर प्लस ट्रिम वाला समझा दो, ये क्या मतलब?
अरे mean draft plus LCF plus trim नहीं. These are the information that I'm going to find from the draft है. तो given 4.5 draft से I can find all of these data. Mean draft, LCF, trim, all of these we will find from there ना. 4.5 draft जो है.
Sir, done.
ठीक
Yes,
है?
sir.
Okay. Now at this moment हमारे पास क्या है? Step 3. What do we have with us right now? We have initial condition. LCG, trim, all of that we know. What else do we know? This is step number 3. What else do we know? We know the loading, discharging, shifting of cargo wherever they are doing. Right? Now with this information, I'm going to do longitudinal moment calculation. मोमेंट कैलकुलेशन कैसे करेंगे? बिल्कुल उसी तरह से जैसे हम लोग वर्टिकल मूवमेंट करते आए हैं. Absolutely same way. How we have done the vertical moment calculation, absolutely same way how we have done the resting moment calculation. So we make a table. Description, weight, please write पूरा नाम, do not write आधा नाम, and do not use LM. So description initial, I know displacement. Some operations I'm doing loading, discharging. So plus minus some weight will be there. Uska bhi LCG we will be able to find. Uska bhi longitudinal moment we will be able to find. And from here, I can calculate final condition, final displacement, and longitudinal moment. We will be doing this in numerical, but ये तो हम कर चुके हैं already. You know your क्या कहते हैं
Yes, sir.
vertical moment वगैरह जैसे
Particle
करते हैं
moment,
बिल्कुल,
distinct moment हो चुका है.
vertical moment जैसे करते हैं बिल्कुल वैसे. So what I will find from here, final LCG is equal to total longitudinal moment. That is, this one will be the total longitudinal moment. Na? So total longitudinal moments final kg कैसे निकालते हैं?
Divided by displacement.
Displacement.
Total
Yeah,
displacement.
divided.
Final displacement.
Total moment divided by final displacement. This will give me the final LCG.
सर इसमें जो वेट फॉरवर्ड में लोड हो रहा है दैट वी विल टेक माइनस.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. MV INSHIP, we have the LCG for each compartment is given to us. We will use that only. And weight, if you are loading, weight will be always discharging, it will be minus.
नहीं सर जैसे शिफ्टिंग में करते थे.
Shifting may no. Shifting may we will see. Shifting may we
ओके.
सर ये लोडिंग और ये वाला जो इसका सर एलसीजी गिवन होगा सर, लोड डिस्चार्ज. सर जो ऑपरेशन जो भी होगा उसका एलसीजी मतलब गिवन होगा क्या ये?
usually that basis. The weight and the LCG is not given. They will tell you number 1 hold, number 2 hold, number 3 twin deck, number 4 twin deck, maybe number 2 double bottom, number 4 double bottom. They will give you the location. And then same like how we used to find gravity, but this time it has to be longitudinal, not the vertical.
ओके सर.
सर यहाँ पे टोटल लॉन्गिट्यूडनल मोमेंट को हम लोग फाइनल लिख सकते हैं क्या? फाइनल लॉन्गिट्यूडनल मोमेंट.
Yeah, you can use final word. That is okay. You can write final longitudinal moments, no problem. Anybody else? Anything else? No more.
Yes.
So step 4 for the final displacement, we need to find hydrostatic draft, है ना? Draft. For the displacement, find final hydrostatic draft. And for this hydrostatic draft, what we are going to find? We need some parameters. Hamara calculation. LCB.
LCB.
Yeah, LCB and LCF. We will need LCF.
LCF.
Yeah. So find these parameters. Okay. So for final displacement, whatever is the final, after you find the final hydrostatic draft, you please calculate these parameters, MCTC, LCB, LCF. ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
So far, so good. Last step now. For step 5, we will calculate again final trim by the same formula, that is LCB minus LCF, LCG into 100 and ऊपर में displacement. So by the same formula, we will find the final trim. Any doubts? So final trim आ गया. I can calculate now TA. TA is equal to, this will be obviously equal to T. TA is equal to T into LCF by LBP. We have TA. TA आ गया. Now hydrostatic draft plus or minus?
Sir, plus.
Plus, sir.
Plus TA. And forward draft, hydrostatic draft तो हम लोग पहले निकाल चुके हैं already. This will be H, है ना? This will be H, and therefore this is my forward and aft draft. This is what they want.
सर यहाँ पे टीए निकलने के बाद हम लोग फाइनल ट्रिम से टीए माइनस करेंगे तो टीएफ मिलेगा, तो वैसे
Yeah, you can do it like that. You can do it like that. You can do it like that.
MCTC क्या हुआ सर?
MCTC change trim by 1 centimeter, that is in the table.
Okay, sir.
You have to do it from there. है ना? बोलो, have you all noted down this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Can you screen? सारा कुछ लिख लिया बढ़िया से? Step 1, Step 2,
Sir, एक
Step
minute.
3, Step 4, Step 5.
Step 4
Yes, sir.
Step 4 सर.
क्या Step 4?
Step 4 एक बार दिखा दीजिए सर, वो लास्ट.
Oh yes. I think we went quickly. Anybody else? Any questions you want to ask? बोलो.
सर एक बार स्टेप 5 भी दिखा दो.
Yeah. Finish Step 4. Finished? Here are Step 5. So yeah, there are other ways and means of doing it. You can also calculate TF is equal to T into LBP minus LCF. Like this. You can also calculate TF is equal to T minus TA, right? And forward draft you can calculate as H plus या minus होगा?
Minus.
Yeah, minus F minus T. But from all our experiences, what we have seen is that ये वाला जो calculation है, इसमें you will ये वाला और ये वाला अगर अलग से किया जाए, in most of the case you will have, in most of the questions, mind you, most of the questions, mind you, in most of the questions you will have a difference of 0.001. Rounding up, na? Most of the questions you will end up with a difference of 0.001. So that is the reason why I like to use this one. ये दूसरा वाला. Instead, I don't like this. But up to you.
Sir,
दोनों all are correct.
ये F is equal to
Yeah. This is the final trim here. Na?
तो सर हम आफ्ट के लिए हाइड्रोस्टैटिक में करेक्शन टू आफ्ट ड्राफ्ट प्लस कर रहे हैं, बट फॉरवर्ड के लिए हम अपना फाइनल ट्रिम ही यूज कर रहे हैं.
Yes, this was the initial जब hydro got these relations वहां पे मिला था. Why? Because my hydrostatic draft, when I calculated, you see that the formula that we have from before, formula क्या है? H is equal to A minus TA is equal to F plus geometric. And इसमें से we are using ये दोनों को अलग अलग से. We are using this one and then we are using this one with the other one. ऐसे. We were using it in this way. कुछ नहीं है, it is just एक का दूसरे से what is the relation. So I've got T is equal to A minus F is equal to TA plus TF. यहाँ से भी you are able to find pretty much the same relation. Yeah, please refresh that up. Please refresh that up. उसको वो जो sketch बनाए थे उसको एक बार जरूर देख लेना, because that will help you to solve these questions better. Okay, are we done writing? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Sure.
Yes,
Okay, now please open your MV Inship tables last page. Last page. MV Inship tables last page. Yeah. In this page, whatever we have talked about today, everything is given here. Whatever we have talked about today. The steps, what we have done, step 1, step 2, step 3. Please don't make a mark in your book. Please you can make a note in your copy only. Okay? Write down anything you want in your copy. Do not mark anything on the board, in the book. I'm going to highlight what we have done. ठीक है? तो step number 1 क्या था? देखो जरा. Come back. Yeah. Calculation of initial hydrostatic draft. So for a vessel with no trim, all that is given. Now for a vessel which is trimmed, yani ki you are given the 4.5 draft. Na? So what you are going to do, you find the mean draft, and from the mean draft you find the correction to the draft. Calculate the hydrostatic draft as below. Calculate the correction. Either you can use table A for correction, or you use T into LCF by LB. So under both these conditions, you are able to calculate the hydrostatic draft. And then number 1, क्या है? What was step number 1?
Sir, find initial hydrostatic draft.
So this was step 1. Okay, next for the
For initial
we
hydrostatic
can-
draft, find displacement, LCB and MCTC.
displacement. Yeah.
MCTC,
Yeah. MCTC
And
and calculate initial LCC. So ये देखो step number 2 में we are doing hydrostatic tables. So that is what we have done. Then we get क्या कहते हैं final involving final displacement, weight slope, the final stage, and then list the various weights and displacements and everything else in order. So calculation of the initial LCG he has not shown here. Step number 3 is calculating the moments, है ना?
yes sir.
Yeah, step number 3 is calculating the moments. Now, in the moments, if you see, he is talking exactly the same things here. So list the various weights. List the various weights and find the final displacement, right? Final longitudinal moment. And then from the final longitudinal moment, we find the final LCG. This is step हमारा यही है ना, LCG is equal to final longitudinal moment divided by final displacement. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Yeah. Now step 4. In step 4, what are we doing?
Sir, or MCTC, LCB or LCF निकाला.
Exactly, all of them is given here. Final displacement के लिए you find hydrostatic draft, MCTC, LCB, LCF निकालो. That is number 6. And इसके बाद में that, right? Now ये देखो, point number 7, they have given you our formula which we are going to use. And this is the reason why we like to remember it as formula number 7. क्यों? MV inchip के पीछे दिया हुआ है. If you are in doubt, turn to the left. ठीक है, सब कुछ मिल गया. Write down. Is that understood?
Yes sir.
ठीक है ना? Formula number 7 क्या होता है?
Sir, number 6 में इन्होंने बोला determine against final displacement.
Yeah, that is after. That is after. Step 4 जो है उसमें जो लिखा हुआ है, that's exactly the same thing he is writing here.
Yes sir, what I mean to say means first we calculate final displacement, then we calculate final hydrostatic draft, and then we calculate hydrostatic draft, not against the final
Correct.
displacement.
Yeah. Correct. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes sir, but he is saying against final displacement we have to calculate everything.
No. You find, अरे बाबा, this is how it is written. इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि बिल्कुल उसी तरह से करना है. Problem. I will show you later on. What is the problem.
Yes sir.
सर
Yeah.
सर हम लोग जो LCG है यहाँ पे लिखने पड़ेगा फ्रॉम आप परपेंडिकुलर करके.
LCG by definition, some of the books they are using it also from midship.
Okay sir.
तो इसके चलते they are writing down here LCG from aft perpendicular. In fact, in the olden days, a lot of hydrostatic tables used to be made with the distances given writing down here. This is much more easier because all of them are in the same direction, so calculation also becomes easier.
Okay sir.
And even the last step, देखो, step number 5 में हम लोग का जो last step था, calculation of the draft, he has also shown here, yeah. Draft aft is is equal to H minus TF. ये गलत लिखा है. Some of the books you will find it is written correctly. Some of the books it is not. What should be the correct one? In
Sir,
Edmund-
draft hydro.
Yeah. Draft aft, it should be hydrostatic draft plus T. That is what is the difference required. Okay, I'm not going to do any question now. So in the morning tomorrow when you come, just go through the original sketch that we made for trim calculation, जब हम लोग hydrostatic draft calculate कर रहे थे, and then go through these 5 steps that we have done. And then tomorrow 9 o'clock we'll start and we will go through the numerical. We'll do some numericals. Bolo. Yeah, somebody raised a hand. Bolo.
यस सर. सर हिंसिम का टेबल में हम लोग जहाँ पे एफएसएम निकालते हैं वहाँ पे ये टेबल